Hello there and welcome to this quick video tutorial. In it, I'm going to show you how to use Meta Business Suite to schedule your posts. Now, just to let you know, Meta Business Suite has an app that you can put on your phone and it has a website that you can access as well. Now, in this tutorial, I'm going to be using the website because that is my preference. You can do it on the app also, but just know that today we're going to be doing it through the website and it's nice and quick and simple. So I hope you find this useful. So as you can see, we're currently logged into Meta Business Suite, and this is the homepage of my account where it's got my Facebook banner that pulls up by default. Now you can create a post and schedule it anywhere. There's several ways that you can do it. On your homepage, you've got the create post here. So if you click on that, that will automatically allow you to start this process. You can go to content. I'll just click on that so you can see. So under content on the top right, you can go create, and you can see up in the top right, and I can click create post. Or I can go to the planner and I can go to the top right again and I can go create post. As you can see, kind of it's all roads lead to Rome, because when we click on any of those, when we click this, it all brings us to this same location here. Now, one of the great things about Meta Business Suite is it allows you to schedule to both Facebook and Instagram at the same time. The other thing that has recently allowed you to do is schedule to groups on Facebook that your business page is a member of. Now, this is really helpful because it gets your content seen by more people. But what I would say to you is go and join some Facebook groups as your page, because not all groups allow pages to join. Some just allow personal profiles. And when you are scheduling, it will only allow you to schedule to a maximum of 3 groups at a time. So when I say up the top here, create post, the first thing we do is start to where am I going to post it to. So if I click the drop down, I can choose to post to my Facebook, my Instagram. And as you can see, there's a bunch of groups there that I belong to. If I go see more groups, it'll show me some groups that my page belongs to, and as I can click a maximum of 3 of those to do a post. Now I'm going to click Facebook and Instagram, but I would say this, it is my preference that you don't schedule to Facebook and Insta at the same time. And one of the reasons for this is we want to customize the size of the video or the size of the image for our platform. So if we go customize here, it still only lets you upload 1 image for both Facebook and Instagram. And as we know, Instagram allows us to schedule portrait size posts, which is a lot longer than it just does on Facebook. So it's my preference that you schedule them separately, but for today's purposes, I'm going to show you both. So I've got my Online Social Butterfly, Facebook and Insta selected. I'm going to choose to upload an image from my desktop, and I'm just going to go to my downloads, and I'll just change it to icon so I can just find an image that we can upload. Where's a good one that we could use? Let's just grab this one here. It says Facebook post, so I'm optimistic that's the right orientation. So as you can see, there's the image there, and it gives you a little preview on the right-hand side. I can also preview on Instagram to see how it looks as well. And I can preview on a desktop or a mobile device. So all of this is great to make sure your post looks excellent before you actually send it out into the world. Now, if you are doing a carousel post, which is multiple images at the same time, you have to make sure you upload them in the right order. So I can upload another image, and I'll just find another one here that might be, gosh, I've got a lot of downloads on here. I'm trying to find one of my own. I'll grab this one here, and I've got 2 images. So now I've got 2 images in my carousel, and it doesn't matter what order you load them in, because on the left here, I can hit this drop and drag and I can reorder them as I am going. So really simple to do that. And then it will show you what they look like either on your Facebook feed, which is side by side, or if I go to Insta, it'll obviously show that I can scroll through them as a carousel. So remember, it doesn't matter what order you upload them in, because you can reorder them as you are going. Now with your Facebook post, this is obviously where you type your text. So I would say something like download my free guide to 15 digital marketing tips. Sorry, typing's terrible. So here's what I want to just say. When you are, well, I'm not logged into Grammarly. So when you are doing your post to Facebook and Instagram, there are a couple of things that should always be different across the 2 platforms. So one of the things you always want to do is you want to make sure on Facebook, you always put the full link in. So I would put like a call to action. This is obviously a longer post. Click here to download. And then I would put my website link in there. So that's nice and easy to do. And When we're on Instagram, you would always go follow the link in my bio to let download. So you don't want to have links in your Instagram profile. So on Instagram, I could copy my text across and change it there. So it's up to you how you customize it, but you can do it between those two. The other thing that is different between Facebook and Instagram is on Facebook, we want to be using between 4 and 5 hashtags, and on Instagram, we want to be using a maximum of 30 hashtags. So make sure you customize those as well. As you can see also, and I'll just get rid of this, if I didn't have an image, I could add a background color, which obviously makes things pop out a lot on Instagram. On Facebook, there's where I add my hashtags. There's my little emojis if I want to add them to my post. I also have a pin for a location. I can add a get messages if I wanted to have that as my call to action. This is where I can do my split testing. I can add a link, and then there's a few other functions in there that you can add. Your choices are then to publish it now, save it as a draft, or schedule it. Now, when it comes to scheduling, you can click on it here and you can choose different schedule times for Facebook and Insta, and you can click forward, and it only currently lets you schedule about 28 days in advance. With the active times, I have to say, I don't put a lot of stock in these because I work with a lot of clients and they all seem to have the same active times. And it simply wouldn't be possible that we would have all the same active times and we have different audiences. So choose a time that you think is most appropriate. You can click on this as a guide if you think that's going to be helpful. You can use that as well. But you can see a lot of it tends to be in the evenings, like it's always 6 p.m. every night. And I'm sure that can't be correct. So that's your choice there. It's telling me this is now in the past. So we'll just make it 2:48. There you go. Same with this. So now it's in the future. And then I can then restrict who can see it or make it out to anyone. And then I can schedule it, and that post will then be scheduled. It will then show up in my planner as a future post. So as you can see, it's quite simple and straightforward to do this. One of the other things I would say is that currently you can schedule through Meta Business Suite regular posts, stories, and reels. Now, if you're planning to schedule stories and reels, the main reason that you would do this using a scheduling tool like MBS is because you would want to take a break from your social media. So if, for example, you're going on holidays or you're not able to access your social media, scheduling stories and reels is always a good option. However, it is my preference, particularly on Instagram, that you would schedule your posts natively because reels allow you to choose all of the music that's trending inside the platform. Whereas if you schedule them through MBS, there is less music that you have to choose from. So keep that in mind. And with stories, if you schedule these through MBS, there are less features. So stories obviously have the ability to add a link to the story, to add, emojis, all of those kind of things, GIFs, that. But if you are wanting to take a break from your social media or you don't have access to your social media, I would prefer you schedule them through MBS than did nothing. So keep that in mind, that whilst it's not perfect, it's certainly a really good option to help support us in being more efficient with our business. Hope you found this video helpful.